that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it change cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green. New car goes zoom, but it's quiet. You can hear me come and think I'm lying. If I said I'm perfect, I'd be lying. I can say I'm perfect, but I'm trying. I'ma give my all till I'm dying. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. I'm the new Captain Planet, here to make changes, not damage. World on my shoulders while I'm standing. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, we going green.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Bear with me just a second. I've got an echo.
Feel me if you hear me sip water like a fish, sip box water to the gillies, yeah. This a new wave, this a takeover. Do it for the future, time to get a world of makeover. Time never stops, no, the timing is not. Time to clean up the block. Streets been a mess, how can I breathe? Smoke in the air, pure gasoline. I see the news, see what you read. Change gotta come, put that on me and watch me educate. Yeah, we been could've started, but it's never late. Do Do it for my kids, yeah, let's set it straight. Do it for your kids, gotta set it straight. It's time to regulate. We need change now. We need solar, we need EV in the game now. Make it changes so the earth we know can stay around. Make it changes cause we had no time for playing around. Let's quit the playing around. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene. We going green, work as a team. First rule to me, let's keep it clean. Watch how we build, clean air we need. Start from the flow, sweep up the scene.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, apparently, I'm the only one hearing the echo. And, oh, that's going to drive me crazy. Why am I hearing an echo? Oh, and I'm still hearing it. All right, I got to do one little quick test here. I'm doing it right now. All right, it is just on my end, but it's enough to freaking drive me crazy. I don't understand that. Welcome to Nightly Crypto Charts with the Road Dog and his echo. We gotta just turn the whole monitor off, I guess. No, I'm still getting it. This is not going to work for me. Why? Why are you doing it? All right, let's just move on anyway. Red hour in the market. Oh gosh, day looks okay. Things are up. Oh, Caspa almost hit 5 cents. Probably did hit 5 cents. How'd you do today, Caspa? 5 cents, baby. Yeah, that's what I am talking about. Guys, let me know if they're got ahead of yourself. Let me know if you hear that echo. I hear it on my end. All right, so let's take a look, see what Bitcoin is doing. I'm on the 10-second chart. Never mind me. I'm sitting here trying to figure out, is this a bottom? Is this a bottom? Because I'm flip-flopping. My problem, one of my problems, I have many problems. That's an interesting shape. They love to do that little heartbeat shape. So these moves are great for making money, for making profit, right? Whether you're longing or shorting, but it's down here in the chop. That's when I start giving it back. I'm like, are we going? And I know it's cause I'm using some stupid leverage in what I'm doing. But yeah, I give it back in the chop. So got to work on that. This is driving me crazy, man. Why you got an echo, Bobby? Strega? Strega says, I don't know, I'm on mobile. So, I'm gonna... Oh, it's still doing it. Alright. Alright, so no music for me, so I can't get the vibe or get into the jam of it. Let's just go to the charts. Heartbeat pattern. That's what I call it. Market makers love to do that little sucker. Let's clear this chart up so we can see what's going on here. Of course, I'm still on the 1 minute. That doesn't help us out at all. Bitcoin on the daily hour is looking drab, saying it wants to go down. We've got this support line and it's breaking it. Big Ichimoku cloud, it wants to come down, but man, it had a boost up, right? Just kept on trucking, 26,500 finally got there. Yay. And now it's flirting with breaking the support area at 2,600 and can't seem to hold on to that. Right now we're bouncing off of the 21 moving average on the 1 hour. And it's also got a little bit of support there from Lucy here with her trend line. So will Lucy hold it up, or Lucy gonna let it fall? Hard to say. Well, such a short time frame. It's got the red dot. We got the sideways chop, no trade zone on MACD. One of these days I will remember to follow that rule. And we're flirting with this trend line, man. We broke trend, but we're not falling. And you know, when things are really bearish, when you break trend and try to retest, boom. I mean, there's no second chances. The market makers have been playing this game where they've been purposely doing these bear traps, getting below the trend lines, following underneath them, and then popping back in. Just throwing everything off. So here I am saying, oh, short time, and shorting support always sucks because this is a scenario that you can get into. Even shorting the retest sucks when they're playing this game because, oh, it's a retest, okay. And now we gotta actually wait for price to start moving back down before we can officially get it in. I'm tired of the games. I'm bullish now. I'm just waiting to see if they flip the script, and then I'll get bearish. It should be bearish. Should be coming down a little bit. We regained the 200 on this very small time frame here, but they're playing with us today. They are just playing with us. And I want to know what they're up to. I want to know what they're planning on doing here. Right now, it looks like they're planning on driving price back in here, which technically should be bullish, but a lot of times when they've been doing it lately, it hasn't been. They just like to play with our emotions. Make us doubt our analysis. 1 hour still says we're coming down from Bitcoin, and checking my 4 hour here, we're kind of toppy. Money flow is still in the red on Market Cipher, but level. Stochastics are still moving up, so that's to our kind of to our benefit. Stochastics are kind of a wild indicator. They're best when they're getting ready, when they're flipping to the downside, or when they're in movement. Otherwise, they're not that reliable. So just watching Bitcoin on these small time frames so I can catch him early or it does something crazy. But right now she's been bullish, going back up to 235. We are getting a bottom formation underneath the trend line. Bear trap, very weird. But it's basically a symmetrical triangle, which I do not trust. I do not trust symmetrical triangles. And technically, if you want to look at it, this could be a bear flag. Right? On the 1 minute, it looks like a symmetrical triangle. On this one, well, it looks like this could be a big old bear flag. And that would not be fun. So it's all up to Bitcoin on the small ass time frames. What it's going to do. And it's a trying. And we're waffled between the 9 and the 21, so your guess is as good as mine. I'm just banging on this 9 crossing that 200 on this 5-minute chart that will give us another push upward, hopefully over that 21. And so I sit on the smaller time frames looking for confirmation that might happen. Yeah, it might. Let's hope it sticks, because I'm tired. Bitcoin's getting on my dang nerves today. And when I really get to where I want to know, I started looking on the 10-second, and now I'm kind of iffy because now we got Lucy's indicator up here blocking us, and that looks like it could be a possible rejection. So, see how this works out. It just gets crazy. You better go get Lucy. Lucy, let them pass. Lucy? Please let Bitcoin pass. It feels weird because oh, look at it. Yeah, she's slapping right now, right after I asked. Thank you, Luce. Appreciate that. Kalash is in the house. Is that you? What I'm at Casper? And good morning from my zone. Hey, I'm glad you're here, man. Happy to have you here. I'm having a problem where I can't hear music or use my monitor, so it's a little weird for me. Can't hear what's going on because I have this crazy echo. Well, gosh darn it, 10 seconds is throwing me for a loop here. And so this is this is where I start having issues. So when in doubt, zoom out. Ride with it, baby. It's trying to make a comeback. If this is a bull trap, getting back into this pattern, solidifying that run, should get us possibly another run. Might get another one of these out of Bitcoin. I'm cool with that. Come on, baby. Let's make it happen. I've been playing with this guy over here, getting some better percentages over on BearDesk, playing with their copy trade. So that's doing okay. I'm not checked on my futures trade over here. Got to do that. Yay! And then this one on my futures, I only got like $125 over here. It was 150. Now it's magically 125, and now I'm magically trying to get it back up to 150 because I do stupid stuff sometimes too. And so I like the way it's looking on these small time frames. So for a small run, we got this. I probably have enough room to put in a stop loss. And oh crap, this is a short. And we're going back up. Am I reading that right? Darn it. Okay, I'll have to address that in a minute. I don't want to close my short yet. All right. So, hey, one of my big strategies that I do like and I do well at for building bags, especially this time in the market, is using spot margin. And since I got bumped off a KuCoin, I've had trouble finding a place. Well, I found a place. So here's another exchange on this black screen whenever it gets through loading, and I'll share that. But they've got a nice selection of altcoins. They have futures and they have spot margin. You can build some serious bags at this point in the market with what we're getting ready to go through. So now I don't have to freak out about trying to mess with my Bitcoin as much. And things will go better when Mercury gets out of retrograde, but that little devil's still in there. Or we're still feeling the effects. I think it's still in there to the 15th. So tell me this. Riddle me this. Riddle me this, Batman. That wasn't Riddler's voice. Or Joker's voice. In the past 3 weeks, have you noticed odd things when it comes to computers, when it comes to electronics, when it comes to businesses like contracts, negotiations, meetings, travel? Have you noticed a bunch of problems, glitches in your phone, in your computer, the software, hitting wrong buttons, whatever? Things related to those things? Let me know that. Tell me if you've experienced that stuff too. That is what happens when Mercury is in retrograde. And it affects me so much that a lot of times I don't have to look at the calendar to see if Mercury's in retrograde. I'm just like, yeah, there's too much stuff going wrong. Too many glitches. It must be that time of year. All right. Let's move on. Let's get out of Bitcoin. Bitcoin's trying to do whatever Bitcoin's trying to do. Just trying to keep a quick eye on those things. Let's go ahead and get into our altcoins. I think we can take a quick look over here. Dominance is still at 49. Total 3 is still in the green. Okay, so we don't need to bore ourselves with those charts. Let's go check out Caspa. Let's get to the good stuff. Ooh, baby. That was amazing, Casper. Casper is up to, what is this, 4.9 cents? Oh, there. Nice, nice. So that hit our measured move. That's the measured move that we had from, I believe it was the falling, well, it was a megaphone. That egg. So does Casper still have some more legs? Can she still go up? A little bit of divergence forming, but Ichimoku Cloud says she might. I think this is a good time when you need to start counting waves, but technically, you know, getting a bounce off of this pattern, this is actually a bearish pattern that we're in. This is a bearish megaphone pattern. And getting a bounce off of here, yeah, right up here, 7.2 cents is where we are headed. Yeah, I got 5.4, 5.8 as some targets considered, you know, on this move. It's a 2.7. We might get rejected there. There's another trend line coming from right over here, which if we use that one and it respects that trend line, then we're starting to look at a falling or a rising wedge pattern, which is also bearish. Eventually this will break through this trend line, but how far will it go before then? It could come up here, or if we start seeing resistance on this trend line, and therefore that's why I have 5.5 cents. May be a very difficult place for Casper. Nonetheless, if you're in Casper, and if you got into it with these juicy little buy areas, right over here, you're doing good. It's a hard one to catch, I'll tell you, very hard. It's the nanobots activating. So let's see, we've got that move, and I think that just gives us our targets that we've got there, the 272 right there. And then we had our measure move, which is hit right now. Not really seeing any divergence that's going to hurt us there. I think this is kind of when we need to start looking at waves. And then I have this little cheat that does it for me over here, the Elliott wave indicator, which I kind of like. Makes it a lot easier, and it kind of helps me to solidify my understanding of it. So, Elliott wave indicator, if you ain't got it, go check it out. It's free. So we had 5 waves to the upside, and we're doing an ABC correction, and now we should be starting another move to the upside, and should have 5 more waves. So is it 1, 2, 3? Trying to see how it's counting, or oh, you're counting different with ABC here. Okay, and see, this is why it's subjective, and you can get different results. There should be 5 waves in between in each move, and then 5 waves to make the bigger moves. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're coming up on 5, and 5 definitely could take us right up here to the top. It's kind of pinned right here at 55 cents too, as a possibility, because your 5th wave, I guess that's the mystery wave. There's, you know, I guess they're all mystery waves. They're just pretty much guessing at fib levels as to where we hit. This is 1618. It's got to be from. Now they do it a different way. Yeah. Elliott wave, ladies and gentlemen. Something to pull out of the back pocket, but not what I use the majority of the time. But it's good for like in this purpose, just to, you know, have another system that says, hey, yeah, we should get another pump up here. So that jives with what I see. Casper, baby. 5 cents, baby. So this is a good coin to talk about when it comes to, well, doing your altcoins and the risk that you're taking in the market. I mean, you know, you want to take profit and you want to try to roll things over, but it sucks when you get one that's so strong. So you sell here, you plan to get back in. Okay, maybe do that and ride it up, and you sell somewhere, you know, oh, I'm back up at the top, or you see that it's getting ready to dump, and you're waiting for it to come back to levels down here, but it never comes. It just goes back on up again, and pretty soon you're going to be having to buy back in. Oh no, it'll come back down. It'll come back down. Pretty soon you might have to buy back in what you sold for. So you know, there's a trade-off. A lot of times it works and you can grow your bags. Then sometimes you get coins like this and it's like you feel like you're chasing them. So how do you guys handle that? It looks to me like if you see something that's strong, you know, maybe the one exception to buy those tops. And, you know, I like to use Bollinger Bands, and, you know, when Casper starts on a run, she just rides that Bollinger Band, man. And it don't feel good. I don't like buying those, but any of those, and which goes against my rules, buying the top of Bollinger Bands, any of those would have been fine. So it's just a conundrum that we find ourselves in, you know, at these times in the market for some projects. Bollinger Bands, they're your friends. Haven't been in the charts as much as everything rallies, my stuff proceeds. That does happen too, but I've been getting tired of being in the charts because having to do the stuff that I'm doing over here on like Bear Desk and all this, man, that's time intensive. Okay, so here's the exchange Bitmart. I do have a link in the description below. I'm trying to work with these guys too. There may be another link that comes out or something, but really cool though. They've got a great, oh gosh, sorry about blinding you guys. I've looked to make this a dark screen and they don't have it, but they have got, I mean, it's a lot like MEXC with what they have. They have got tons, and it's kind of divided up like MEXC. They've got all Strega. They got your coins over here, baby. They got all of them. Look at the Dorkle. They got Dorkle. Have you got Dorkle? AI Doge. They got all of them. Ben, how's Ben doing? I don't even know what that is. It's 22 something. So they've got a really, really good selection. I like that. When I found out that they offer margin like KuCoin did, oh, that won me over. Because if you got bags of coins like your long-term holds and you use this responsibly, it's 5x starting out, but you control your risk and your debt ratio, man, you can build some serious bags. And the only thing that will screw it up is if the exchange kicks you off, like KuCoin kicked me off and had made me just have to mess up my whole portfolio. But now I got a new place to redo it at some juicy prices. Yeah, I'm in on that. So here I am looking at Bitcoin. Now, this is on the 4-hour chart. While I know we're talking about Casper and all that, but I've got to show you this. I didn't bring this up. I'm looking for rejection here at this 200 moving average, and we make this triangle shape. It's a ascending triangle is what we've got overall on Bitcoin on the bigger time frames. So if it breaks above this, that's hella bullish. For it to get above 26.7 and hold it, and actually get a breakout and have volume behind it, that we could see 30,000 if that happens. I don't think that is going to happen because the 200 moving average should be rejection. This pattern normally it breaks it down to the downside, well, it's got a 53% chance to break to the upside. So technically, it's got a better chance to break to the upside. So I don't know, but that would throw everybody for a loop and we get a big bump up. And then, you know, if we do go to 28, 30,000, if they were to drive us up there, I do expect them to drive us right back down. You can see the game that they're playing. It's accumulation. And they're going to keep doing it. They keep doing it. We got this, not really a Bart Simpson, but kind of the same thing. And then we got this little guy. So they just keep doing the loop-de-loops. It's crazy when you see how that they're working this stuff, right? But the reason that I think that we got a good chance to get rejected, another reason, is that we're making, you know, a rising channel, or, you know, a rising triangle, ascending triangle, which should break to the downside. We should get rejected at here. 26.7 right through there. If we do get a pump up, we may have already got rejected there. I'm just not seeing it on the moving averages. They're still looking a little bullish. So, breakout coming. Good. Going back to Kaspa, Squirrel Brain. Squirrel Brain, that's my name. Squirrel Brain. Squeeze this little guy over. Get a little bit more real estate over here. Wee. All right, clear the screen out so we can see. Get the disco ball off. Let's see. Striker says, I bet they. I bet they do have it. I didn't get Dork Lord. Is that what it is? Dork Lord? It was a gem fighting for my life to get back the little I lost on the Peppy Saga. Oh man, I looked on here because I've got the paper trading on here, and I got in. I opened a paper. It's not real, but I opened one on Peppy, and I tried to close it when it was in profit. I was up $400 on it. I tried to close it. It wouldn't let me close it. I don't know what the deal was, so I never did get to close it. So I haven't done anything with this other than just buy stuff. But it, oh my gosh, dude. Where is Peppy? The little frog coin right here. I am now down $1,400. Oh, Peppy, I was up 400. Now I'm down 1,400. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So overall, I am down 7.6 thousand from where I bought Bitcoin at 27 and 26 on the paper trading thing, because I have not managed this. I have not taken that seriously. So nice. Kaspa is bullish, but overall it's going to be bearish. It'll get a break from here, but how far it comes down, you know, may hang around 3 cents. That may be the norm for it. Who knows? You just have to see. But I want some. But I'm not buying now. So, Dorkle, huh? That's a real, well, I guess it's a real thing. They do have it over there. So they got copy trading too, and I haven't checked that out, and I don't have to do it with these guys, so cool. Oh, it's a, wait, you have to do a whole separate platform for this? I thought I got over there earlier. I read and understand, blah, blah. I just want to see the platform. So we got the 70s style candles here. We got that avocado green and that orangey looking red. Just kind of cool. They are friendly to people in the US, so there's an option for you guys. If you have had a problem getting your meme coins and things like that, they've got you. Oh, I could have just done this. So the futures, I mean, they've got a good list for futures and for spot. It's a lot like Mixie and KuCoin. I like it. Got Pendle over there. So check it out. And you will definitely see me doing some spot margin manipulation there. All right, so earlier today on the morning stream, I had a list of coins that are doing very well against Bitcoin right now. And that's just something that's kind of cool to keep up with. Make sure I got the right, I'm not on the same thing. Right list of paper here. Oh. So I put that guy over here. And it's little bitty. Okay, so I've got my list over here now.
Bro Doc, you do things so complicated.
All right, so Solve is one of those that's been doing very well with Bitcoin. And geez. It's available on KuCoin against Bitcoin. That's the only issue with this. I mean, is finding the place that has the Bitcoin pairs that you're working with. But look at this. Or your other option is to sell into Tether or stablecoin and then go do the Bitcoin and make it 2 transactions, which gets a little. So but I really like the Bitcoin pairs and we can track them. But look at this. Solve. Amazing. If you were in Bitcoin, let's say you put 0.1 Bitcoin or 0.01 Bitcoin, whatever you're working with there. And this is the kind of setups that I want to be part of, and I've been missing this. So I've got to pay more attention to this. Because we can get these little guys that spike off 122%. Your 0.1 Bitcoin becomes almost a quarter of Bitcoin. My ears are perking up now. Will you have those same results? Well, no, but somewhere. You'll have more than 0.1 Bitcoin that you started with. So this little guy's getting a retracement. It's got a rainbow of moving averages right there. Crazy, crazy. They're just all lined up right and real nice alike. So get this guy off of there. So nice move like that. Ooh, what kind of retracement will we get? Well, I'm always going to be looking at the 9 moving average and the 21 moving average. And those are your best places to focus on. I mean, I know we got our fib levels, but we just kind of mix it all up and combine it all, make it our own. But the moving averages work, baby. That price will touch those moving averages. May go below it, may go on the other side of it just a little bit, but it's going to touch it. Sometimes it just taps it and leaves. And I'm over here looking for what I can never find, this dang little rectangle. You also got the 50 move. You got all your good little moving averages there. It's the 9 and the 21 are your best possibilities. And the right there sandwiched with the 200 moving average sandwiched right in between there. So coming back to this area about, and we're in Satoshis, 887 Satoshis right through there would be juicy. Juicy, juicy. Do that and we go back up on another run like this, and it will probably take it may take it a while. I don't know. It may have more juice in it. Ichimoku Cloud says this one's on a tear. We get back up there, that's anywhere from 60 to 90% return. So the only thing about this, I mean, this one likes to spike a lot, so that's kind of interesting. And I'm just wondering about the spikes there. What is that? About 28. So about 25% moves when they spike up. And it does that quite a bit. I think this one will be an interesting one to trade. Definitely. Because unlock the little spiky spikes. So it spikes and then it accumulates again. And then we spike. So Buying it here at 887 Satoshis may be good, but you know, you might also find it at 700 again too. Just throwing that out there. It's kind of how it works. But it's interesting to see how this plays out. Ichimoku Cloud says this one may have some more in it. Money flows coming to the green. See if it stays green, and keep our eye on Sol BTC. I'm going to add this one over to my watch list here. Hey, Gris is in the house, man. What's up, Gris? Buenos nachos. I like nachos. All right, so next one on our list. Now this one I've had. If this is Zig. Oh no, I'm talking about okay. This is different from I have ZZ Zigzag, which I was not impressed with. Zig is this is the correct one. This is working against making some Bitcoin, baby. Doing the same thing. Look at that. It's crazy. Absolutely nuts. You saw this happening. Saw the moving averages turning. Saw this thing getting bullish, especially on the 4-hour chart. Could have caught this, but let's say we just bought above the 200 daily moving average. 182%. How crazy is that? 0.1 Bitcoin into almost 0.3 Bitcoin. Absolutely crazy. So I want to be in on some of this. I'm gonna have to one, pay attention to the ones that are moving against Bitcoin, and two, find some more that's going to do the same thing, because I need some more Bitcoin. That's my strategy. Altcoins to Bitcoin. This guy here, hot. Very, very hot. Almost too hot. My indicators are steamy. They're on fire. Not the time to buy. Not the time to buy at all. So we can hope for a 618 retracement there at 0.009353. That might happen. Question is, what will happen afterward, if we're going to be bullish or we're still going to be in accumulation. I don't have really enough price history on this one to tell. The bad thing would be that, it's just a pump and we come back down and flatline again, so not crazy about that. This one, getting a little pullback, but if it's got some, Lucy's sitting up here at 2.3 cents, and Lucy comes into play on this stuff sometimes, so impressive. Multi is another one, multi-chain. Let's go to MXC there. I need it against Bitcoin. See how it's doing on the dollar. So it was down to about 127, got up to 290. Nice move there, not bad at all. So you got a, basically almost a 2x there, right? Let's check her against Bitcoin. Learn to spell. There's no Y. There's no U either. Binance has got the actual pair. And I think Gate.io, I think I saw that too. So we got a pump. It's not as impressive as the other ones, so much. Or so it seems. We'll know to actually take a measurement here. Oh, that's good. That's 140%. Didn't look like it when you saw the other ones, right? And on the daily chart here. So the 4 hours is really key in all this. When you find something with a nice daily setup and then you hone in and you find it on the 4 hour looking for, especially when the 200 crosses or the 50 crosses the 200, you know you got something, but you can usually even spot that before some signs. It's just the, you know, looking for them. Finding them that are getting ready to pop off, right? This one looks nice. I think it's got some more upside, believe it or not, against Bitcoin. That's kind of crazy. There's some bearish divergence right now, but you know, currently, you know, it's staying up there, just hanging out with Lucy on that that crazy moving average, and it looks like it's trying to find support. Now, what I've found that, you know, price can go through Lucy's moving average there sometimes, but once it hits it and finds support, it sticks. And then when it tests it again later, it sticks. It respects it. Just very interesting moving average. But multi-chain still looks hella bullish to me. The weekly says it's going to go all the way up here to this 21 moving average, and it's at 13,643, and we're currently at 9,656. So that's an easier way. Now, you see how the bigger time frames can actually help you get targets? Because remember, the bigger ones are going to win out. And if you know the 9 and the 21, if you're going to run, those are what you're bouncing off of. Flip-flopping between them. Oh, now you can see it. So she almost wicked up there. That means we're going to have to do it again. So just that alone, 52%. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this area. Excellent take profit point right there. $21 weekly moving average, so that I will not forget. And now when you come down to the smaller time frames, there's the target right there. That's what she's trying to do. And we could have done this to aim for it, 1618. That really is more for these targets, which we got. If it's a real strong move, real strong spike, we can hit the 1414. But normally, 272 is your best targets there. I like what I'm seeing for multi-chain. Makes me have to ask myself, is it too late to get in? Is it worth getting in? Taking the chance that it may, because it got some bearish divergence there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that our 5 move already? Elliott Wave does not know. It is undecided. 3, 4, 1, 2. No, that can't be because 4 can't overlap the 1, so that's the 1, 2. Well, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. If that's true, this sucker's got a long way to go. But one to definitely put on your radar, whether you're doing Bitcoin or doing dollars, but definitely making some freaking Bitcoin on this pair, right? Another one to, let's go to the chat. No one likes the Peppy Saga. Hey, Chef, what's up? All right, so we've done Solve, Zig, Multi. We did Teller earlier. That's another one good against Bitcoin. We did that in an earlier stream. GRS is another one. KuCoin. So Bittrex has got that pair. So QuintX has got that pair up a bit. I'm sure there's some more of those pairs out. And if you can't find the pair, then you have to do it old school and go to, well, it's not old school. Bitcoin pairs is old school. You have to go new old school, which is going to Tether. But let's see what we got here. Nice. So it thinks we made our 3-wave. That's the guesstimation of Elliott wave. So a 3-wave, you get a 4-wave back, 5-wave coming, baby. Somewhere up here. So this might be interesting. So get a pullback there, nice. I just turned it off. I should have marked it. This is where it suggests. And there's 3 different places. So this is the Elliott wave. It can come back here, or it can come back here, or it can come back here. It could go up, it could go down, or it can go, you know, I don't get a solid answer. Of course, and that's why I like moving averages. So moving averages suggest that the 382 might hold. And that would be the one that I think would really give us that move to the upside, right? I mean, the 618 could do it, but usually, you know, the big pump moves come from a 286 or a 382 retracement. In my experience, anyway. So first place would be the 382, and if that fails, I would say the 618, the 21 would probably be up to that point in time. Maybe, maybe not. She's got some juice now to keep going, though. She's getting ready to move now. She's not waiting for this pullback. So I don't think Mr. Third Wave has been correctly identified yet. I think the third wave is still running. There's a little bit of bearish divergence, but she's ready to take off on the 1 hour. Ready, man. Against Bitcoin. Say right here at 43652. Also making a rising wedge, so getting up to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be your 5th, in my opinion. Then the ABC correction down and sideways. Figure out what's going on after that. Rising wedge. I mean, definitely hit that top. And if you get lucky and it goes to the upside, oh hell, hold on. That's going to be the wild ride. That is the golden ticket. If it breaks to the upside of that pattern, but usually it'll break to the downside. So we've got that, so that is kind of cool. But this one might be another one to look at as far as how it does against Bitcoin, the Bitcoin pair, because it likes to spike up too a lot. So one I'm going to put on my radar to look at, 50% spikes. If I could put 0.1 Bitcoin in on this and I can get 0.15 back, I'm cool. But I'd much rather get 0.3 back with some crazy move like this. All right, next one on my list is Evmos. Ethereum virtual machine project that's over on Cosmos. They sent out a very lovely airdrop. The price of it has tanked since then, so I put a lot of mine into the wrap Bitcoin over there. Just how I use mine. It's available on MEXC. I don't have it against Bitcoin, but on CoinX. Let's see how she's doing. So yeah, well, it's had this rounding accumulation. So now we're finally getting some movement. Little green on Ichimoku Cloud is starting to move. This one's ready to start doing some stuff. That's cool. So this one is still in the early stages. So that might be something to look at. I do have some of this. So that's about 57% up there at the top. Those would be some good days. This coin is definitely cheap right now. It was $14. I mean, it is, I think it's under $1 now. Something happened with it and Kanto. I think Kanto is a fork of this. And I don't know, they took all of its glory somehow. But just this big hockey stick. Boom, and now we're bottoming out. I thought it was going to be a really cool project. And they were handing out rewards like crazy. And they were at a good price for a long time. Weekly suggests that we're coming up to here. So that is the easiest target to shoot for right there. Mark the 21 moving average on the weeklies. That's a pretty good bump right there. And that could be a 63% move right there just to go for it to touch and maybe get rejected off that 21 moving average. That'd be a nice little play. And she's already had a pullback, so interesting on this one, especially if you're already messing with the Cosmos ecosystem. It is available over there on Osmosis and all that too, so something to think about. Find several different ways to work this. May not even have to trade it if you can build your bags over on Cosmos, either by staking or whatever, and this one goes back up if it catches a good pump against Bitcoin. I mean, not just short term, I'm talking like long term. I mean, just to get back to the 50 moving average right there. So that's next. Yeah, that's 2x right there. So turn one Bitcoin into 3. So I like that. All right, next one is this one. I'm Evmos. Let's check out the tokenomics on that one. Man, they were giving airdrops out to everybody. If you probably have one. And I don't know if it's still claimable or not though. Infinite supply, yay! Total supply is 1 billion. Circling supply is half of that. Market cap is still low at 41 million. Evmos is a whopping 7 cents right now. All-time high was, I was saying 14. What was I? It was, I swear I think it was though. 684 is what they got April 28th, 22. I swear I think it was higher than that. So Evmos, you would have the history on it though. Everybody's got the history on it. I do remember it was $3 and that was cheap. It was a lot more than that at the time. At least I got some good prices on what I got rid of. I would just sell off and buy the stuff that I wanted when it was at those crazy prices. It's just hard to believe it's 7 cents because that was a hellacious drop. So how this one perform, I don't know, man. But 31 cents would be a nice come up for it being at 7 cents. Especially considering that it hung out at $3 and all-time high of 6 according to CoinGecko. All right, so this next one I'm not familiar with at all. I'm not recognizing it. OAX. $17.7. Total supply is 100 million. Half of that's in circulation. Don't see any maximum supply. Low market cap, under 10 million. Under 10 million right now. See if we can get that to open without blinding us. All-time high was over 5 years ago, so this one's not new. It's been out for a while, and it didn't make a new all-time high, so it got up to $2.34. It's not reached this all-time low either, which was just under 2 cents. So interesting. Okay, that's interesting. Where is it? These little spikes. That's interesting. So we're looking somewhere around 3 cents up to 30 cents. So there's like 10 X's that are happening frequently. I mean, over the course of a couple of years. So it's one that could be traded to try to build a bag. If you're trying to, find a coin to trade against Bitcoin to build Bitcoin, maybe. Let's take a look at the chart ourselves. OAX against, they don't have, Binance has it against Bitcoin. Again, it may require an extra step. I'm going to stablecoin and then to Bitcoin. So she bottomed out and catching that bottom. Oh, that's nice. 66% move there. What would this spike over here be? Say getting at the 200 moving average, 388%. All the way from the bottom, it was 1100%. You would pretty much 12x your Bitcoin. 0.1 Bitcoin could become 1.3 Bitcoin or 1.2 Bitcoin. So pretty cool. It's risky for that. I mean, on these small cap altcoins and things like that, I mean, you do have the risk. But 0.01 Bitcoin, 0.001 Bitcoin, I don't know. It's a way to grow Bitcoin. And so we're looking at this move for it to come up and base rejection up here. And that's a 66 move just to get rejected. I kind of like that. It is above the 9 moving average. Above the 200 moving average. I'm on the 5-day chart here too. I need to get over to the 1 day. Daily's not quite made the 200, but it's working on it. It's got good signs. It's still a good time to get in. It's not when it gets above the 200. That's when we're really going to see it start to do some stuff. So a little risky to get in before it gets above there because you're not officially bullish. So the conservative thing would be to wait for it's above 200. The degen thing is trying to get it as cheap as you can in this move. As close to that bottom. I don't know if it's a degen thing. I guess the degen thing would be the FOMO. But I don't know. I like this. Oh. Excuse me. So probably a pullback to the 0.5 is what I'm seeing here. Maybe the 618. I think that moving average is going to move up there, but that's cool. So possibility on this one to get in this juicy little area. And 37%. That's if it just goes straight up. If it just kind of works its way up there, I mean, it may even go higher. 650%. So cool. This one might have a possibility. Man, I should be marking these things as I'm going over them. Let's see, we have a ample or AMPL. AMPL. And I was like, okay, it's ample fourth. Somehow. $21 million market cap is $1.26. $1.26 per coin. 21 million. Total supply, infinite maximum supply. That part sucks. 17 million out in circulation. So, gotta find out what's the true deal on their release or whatever. However, this is working. If they're going to add more coins or what, because that matters. But the low token supply, I'm cool with that. I like that. I like the spiky spikes. That's cool. If you're ready for it, if you go into it knowing that this happens, this might be fun. That's a lot of volatility there. So you would trade a range. The middle is a little tricky, but interesting. Okay. It would take time and you'd have to pay attention to it, but it could be definitely be done with this. I'm more or less interested in the chart and its performance rather than like long-term investment, but although popular rebasing tokens are difficult for centralized exchanges to list and integrate, to address this, we developed an open source wrapper that makes integrations simple. Wrapped ample. Wrapped amp. Well, can dig into this if you like. Personally, I just want to see what the dang chart looks like on Trading View. So AMP, this one had an L, ample fourth. We got Coinbase, we got KuCoin. There's a Bitcoin pair. It's also Coinbase Bitcoin pair too. Who would have had it longer? I'm gonna kind of roll with KuCoin on this one. Boom. Nice. Retraced about. Looks like a little lower than the 618 there. Depending on where you measure. Maybe. Let's at the 618. Okay, so we got. Nice retracement now. Come lower? Yeah, it can. It can probably come down to the 786, to be honest with you. After that big run up, and that's where our moving averages are. So on the daily, that might be a good area to target. And that's at 42.64 sats up to 43.48 sats right through there. Price is currently at 4,700 satoshis, and it got as high as 7,000 satoshis. A little move like that was a 63% gain. So did it over here in March. A little tiny pump right here in June. And the nice pump in September. So 3 or 4 times a year, it looks like you can do some stuff with this if you do take profit. So interesting on ample fourth. And to me, I think this is a pretty decent way to kind of guesstimate. If you can find the wicks and you just draw trend lines to the wicks, a lot of times they will fall in line with that. This one may not be, maybe it looks like it's still got some. It may still have another move up. It might not just be a pump up and then come back and go boring. Ichimoku Cloud still wants to do something. I don't see bearish divergence that's saying, hey, that was it. So it may just be a 618 correction and work its way back up to these higher levels here. So maybe 7,000 or 8,000 Satoshis. I was looking at 7,000, maybe up to 8,500 Satoshis. Yeah, she went the full extent and then some right there from that swing high to this swing low. Nice, I like it. Now the 618 is where we are in the Fibonacci, and this is also, now this is on the daily, but this is the 366 moving average right there. It has a lot of confluence too. Nice one to hold on your charts there. This is Lucy's line right there, the red one, and I think that's going to come back and touch Lucy. About 4,200 Satoshis. Unless it just bounced off the 9. Move like that, I would not be surprised if we hit the 21 moving average on the daily. So interesting on Apple 4th. That might be a runner. I got 2 more to go through. Hi-Fi is one of them. This one's been on Token Metrics radar a lot. It is getting some traction here. Let's check it out. Upbit has the pair, Bitcoin pair. It's the only one I'm seeing at the moment. Ooh. Lordy mercy. So this one's sitting at 3,000 Satoshis. Going parabolic. Crazy parabolic. I would not have counted that way. That's interesting. Okay. That works. So Elliott Wave Indicator suggests it has already hit the 5-way. We're going through an ABC correction, so pulling back to I think there's an extra digit on that. 2,100 Satoshis, 2,300 Satoshis, or 2,500 Satoshis. So it being parabolic, I gotta say a 618, I think. If it loses the parabola, it usually goes down and sideways, and this one maybe the leg rider. How we draw a trend line and that it breaks, and then it just breaks trend line. I say get out, leave it alone, because it's usually down and sideways, but yet it goes down a little bit and then starts riding it up. It does what it does is a 286 retracement on your Fibonacci. And that means it comes, if it bounces off of this guy when it breaks off a trend line, that's where we're catching. She's going up. And the 382 will do it sometimes too. Sometimes it'll come down to the 382 and then it can, that won't break the trend line, but it will just go on a different, what would you call that? Level? Channel? So Hi-Fi, nice big ass pump right there, man. Look at that. Crazy. I mean, if you got it down here, watching this stuff here, I mean, you would have just, I don't know if I would have caught that. I would definitely have been looking for down, a break of that. Maybe could have. And then do the, okay. 108% if you caught that breakout. Nice. Hell, even if you got in late. Even if you FOMO'd in on the green candle and you held it, you're still doing good. Played this breakout, 60%. Played this little flag, 42%. And I gotta say, I start getting a little skeptical when things start taking off and doing like that, and sometimes I won't jump in on those. But then sometimes it's worth it when you do it. They keep going. Strega says, not my crypto. Glad to see time is going back to 15. Is it? Looks like maybe a head and holder on the 15 minute. Oh, head and shoulder. Let's check out time. Time. Well, they got time against Bitcoin too. Let's look at that first. Yeah, well, it had one good spike there. That was cool. It was just a good spike in dollars too. Not the greatest, I don't think, in Bitcoin trading yet. Oh, so she's playing around here, right? So getting rejected off the 21 moving average on the 4 hour. She's trying. She is trying. Don't do that. That's where we lost it. That's interesting. That's where we lost it again. I'm trying to recover it. And this may be the market makers doing this. On the 4 hour, indicators look great. So I think this is the market makers having a little bit of a heyday. And I mean, I wouldn't normally look at that as being, I mean, that's 3 touches and you're valid, and now we are after it's done this, but to catch this early on, it's still, they still went outside the trend. So to me, I just read that as an accumulation trick now, just to sign up. Yeah, they're up to something. They'll probably pump here soon. Because usually your bull traps, they lead to a big one. So I'm trying to stop everybody out and trip everybody up. But look at this, man. I mean, money flow has been in the red. It has. And now it's time. Now we got the famous green dot on market cipher right here. Or BMC. Haven't had it. Hadn't had a nice one. That's a nice one. I had these two. This is the one that kicked this move off. You can already see some differences in this one. This one's more rounded. This one's very angular right there. See what happened. Let's use the right line. So Alt V give me a vertical line and a bunch of dots on there for some reason. And put Alt V there, and here we are now. So stochastics have flipped to the upside. It's already done that a few hours ago. So this one's, you got to go ahead. This one is now officially, it's getting ready to do something. VWAP's coming to the upside here. Money flow starting to turn up, just now starting to do that. So we're just now getting this move. It's just now starting. So probably should see something on a very small time frame where we're jumping above the 200. It is on the 4 hour. So we reclaimed that, closed the candle. We got it. We just gotta wait for, well, I'm gonna speak a little early. We should have it. That's a good sign. And we're above Lucy's moving average right here. So waiting for the smaller moving averages to cross over the 200. The first crossed over each other. That'll push us up, and then cross over the 200. So it's looking bullish. Got a very good chance for finally a breakout maybe. Let's slap some lines on it. So there's our breakout. We do have some volume there. Not a huge amount, but it is there. So see how strong of a move this is. This is more like a descending triangle, which normally, you know, they have a tendency to, well, 47% chance break to the downside, 53% chance to break to the upside. Or somebody calls them, they're 50-50 patterns, but it has an 80% chance to break to the upside. I mean, right? How's it a 50? What's by that? Sometimes the things that you hear on YouTube is very interesting. Bilateral, when they say that, I take to mean, we have a triangle and it's on one side of it, and if it's on the descending triangle, it's on the other side of it. Bilateral. I'm calling this bilateral too. Now we got a middle, top side. I don't know. So I like what I'm seeing out of time. I think but we're looking at $16, $17 gaining a buck or gaining $2. I want to see the big moves when this one gets up. This one's got the low supply, right? I keep forgetting how low it is. This is one of the biggest reasons why I'm in it, other than it being an HR play, which I thought was kind of cool. I expect institutional players to be chomping at the bit. 710,000. That's what's so cool about it. $10 million market cap. Yeah. Real life use case. Matching skills, knowledge, and ability with people that need that skills, knowledge, with employers. So time. So it doesn't fit into our agenda for Bitcoin, but overall, this baby can rock, and she's seen some high prices before. What's all those lines? Those are my targets or support levels. I mean, it's spiked up to $200, spiked up to $149. I mean, we can always say, yeah, I started out at $600. I can't always go with those first candles or be reliable, but when you start seeing some spikes and then a higher spike, well, then we know it's got potential right there. I'm going to clear this whole thing out because I can't see nothing on this chart. So we were looking at this being a possible double bottom, and it just kept going flat as a pancake. I think it made a lower bottom. It did. So the people buying it now have got it on the cheapest it's ever been, except for whenever they first made it. Did their ICO or whatever they did. I'm sure those people have done very, very well. And I would just mark off these fibs as, I don't know, if you wanted to trade it or take profits, that's what I would look at. But this one, I'm just going to hold this little baby. Unless it becomes more tradable as it gets on more exchanges and things like that, and then might start trading to build a bag, or well, I'm just gonna let this thing hang out on the wallets. Let this one grow. So time is one. Another one is Tau, and it's on MEXC. I kind of like it. I put it kind of in the same ballpark, not for what it does, but the tokenomics remind me. So it's BitTensor. Did a video on this one. I haven't done anything else. It's 21 million. Total supply out is 3.4 million. I don't even know what the market cap is, but fully diluted market cap is 1 billion. This is trading at $49. That's typically a decent price for it that I've seen. Let's see, 48's about as low as it's been. All-time high was $107. This is a new coin, a new one. An all-time low was 4 months ago when it got down to $30. So just wanted to kind of put on your radar there. Won't do a chart on it. One other coin I got to look for is Cetus. And I don't see this anywhere for a Bitcoin pair, so that would not make this easy. Let's check it out anyway, see what it's doing. Let's go with MXC. It's doing the little fish hook. Alright, so it's making some progress above the 9 on the 5-day chart. I'm on a big ass time frame. Daily looks good above the 9 moving average. I suppose it's probably doing very well against Bitcoin too. So trying to do a double bottom here. If we can get past the neckline here, if we can get past 7 cents, that would be awesome. It will take it a while, get rejected up there, and then eventually have to flip it to support and move on, and that could take months for that to happen. But the return on it, from where it is now, 51%, and where it could go afterward, it'll pretty much double up from there. You take a measure move, neckline to bottom, and that at the neckline, and that's your measure move for that. Which I was a little bit shy there, but 145% maybe from where it is now. Get a pullback and be looking about 200%. Taking a while. I think this one will take a long time, and I can't easily find a Bitcoin pair, so this one doesn't really fit in there with me so far. But it is moving. Looks like it'd be a little bit of a. She looks like a slow mover. Alright, I give up. No, I don't. Snooky. Ah! Really? You did that to me 5 times. I give up. Alright. Hey! Floki Toshi! How's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. I saw that Coinbase is going to be pausing some trading pair. Are they? Let's check out Floki's Safe Moon. I need to check that out too. I don't have. I took Dex tools off, didn't I? I wonder if I can get it over on the other one if they do it here too. We'll try that. FSM. Do you guys have it? Have you listed here? And it was against BNB, right? Let's see if this will bring it up. Contract address. Is it on here? Okay, it's right. 140C3. Surprised I remember that. Ah, crap. I had another one charted out though. Now I can't remember what. Ooh. Oh, she took a nosedive, didn't she? Did she or did she not? I can't. I gotta go to Dex Tools. It's already got my chart. Dex Tools, Floki Safe. Oh, that was easy. Just go right back to it then. So my lines and everything should still be here. Yes. Oh, so I was looking in this area. Actually, I think I bought some in this area, so I guess I'm underwater on this little guy now. It is looking good on the, what are we on the 1 hour? So headed up to this, heading back up to the area where I thought it was, oh, that's a juicy little buy zone right there where I'm gonna start buying. Tis what happens. And I thought I got the bottom and then went to a new bottom on me. Well, look at that. Tis crypto. But she's getting a nice little pump now. That's good. Nice rounded shape there. Pretty much came back right before the big pre-breakout levels right there. So there's a 0, a 10, and 22.89. I will call it 22.89 from now on. It was down to 11.82, 22.95. So from the bottom, it's already doubled. So if you caught the bottom, easiest way to 2x. coming up to 200 moving average on the 4 hour. And that's really our best targets at 30.20. We've got to get above that before we can see anything else come of this. And then, of course, my little yummy buy zone area over there at 32.14. And 27.88 is going to have a hard time getting above that for a little bit. So that'll be the first hurdle to work through. Then we can start working on coming up to this guy at 59.16. No, I don't think our measuring tool works here on this one, does it? So targets, the 9, you can't see this on here. That's the only thing. The 9 moving average on the 4 hour is getting ready to cross the 100. When it pulls back, we will be pulling back to that area at 1778, right through there. Look at the 9 moving average on the 4 hour for your target if you're trying to get a good deal on this or find the best entry. And then coming up to the 200 moving average, when we hit that, that would be a 70% return. Eventually, we will come up to this particular moving average. I will not mention which one it is, but I do use it a lot. 235% return on investment. We could probably get rejected off of this one since it found resistance on it over here. So when we come back to me, it probably will get rejected the first time. Great target there, in my personal opinion. 58.56. With, I guess that's 10 zeros in a row. So Floki safe mood. Nice to see that it's moving up there. And then once we get past the 200, I should be back in the green on it and see what happens on this guy. In a good accumulation zone with time, yeah, we're like I'm liking time. Time looks like it's getting ready to do something. I don't know if you caught me. We looked at the chart. Yeah, it's getting ready to. And about time. All right, guys. It is 12:03. Actually, stayed on here a little bit longer than I meant to, but hey, we covered a lot of ground with a lot of coins that are doing well against Bitcoin, and that we could incorporate into our strategy to build more Bitcoin. Just timing our entry or just watching those strong coins. And I'm going to keep my eye out for some and start looking for some Bitcoin trading pair setups. I'll probably post them on Telegram, go over them on the live stream. No problem, man. No problem. Toki Show. I can never say it. Floki Toshi. I got it that time. Floki Toshi. I don't know why I stumbled upon that. All right. I'll see you guys. I'm going to shoot for 12 around noonish tomorrow for the daytime. We'll see if that happens. Still having trouble with my waking and sleeping. My hours. All right, guys. Be blessed and trade carefully. Have a good one. And thank you for coming by. If you can't hit that like button on the way out.